So everyone talks about The Boys like it's this edgy superhero show that just loves gore and shock value, right? Like, oh wow, someone exploded. How cool that is. But honestly, that's not what makes The Boys special. What makes it special is that it's probably the most honest, most accurate show about living in the internet age. And I'm not exaggerating. Okay, forget about the fastest running man or the capes or the lasers in this show. This show is not about superheroes. It's about us. It's about how we live online, how we consume content, how we pick sides, how we get manipulated, and how absolutely insane our relationship has become with the media and the celebrities. And you know the crazy part? Most people don't even realize that they are actually watching a documentary. Yes, The Boys is kind of a documentary. I will break down why exactly The Boys is actually a reflection of the internet culture. So first off, let's talk about how The Boys takes everything we already see online and just cranks it up. Like the show doesn't invent new problems, it just exaggerates the ones we are already living with. You know how on Twitter or Instagram everything becomes this massive deal. Someone says something slightly controversial and suddenly there's 100 think pieces. Everyone is picking sides, hashtags are trending, and by tomorrow, we have all moved on to the next thing. This is literally the world of The Boys. In this show, every single superhero becomes a part of this media circus. Starlight posts a video calling out what, and it results into instant chaos. And when Homelander says something unhinged, half the country defends him and the other half just wants him gone. And you remember the moment when A-Train tried to rebrand himself? It's all PR, it's all about engagement. Nothing exists unless it's being filmed, commented on, or turned into content. And that's exactly how the internet works now. If it didn't happen online, did it even happen? The show gets that. And here's where it gets interesting. I mean, The Boys runs or works or operates on what I call the outrage economy. You know how online the most insane, controversial, rage-inducing stuff always gets the most attention. Like a wholesome video of someone helping a puppy gets 10,000s or maybe a few thousand likes. But a celebrity scandal or a political meltdown gets millions of likes. Outrage sells, anger travels faster than anything else, and the algorithm loves it. And The Boys knows this very well. The show is violent, it is shocking, and it is constantly pushing boundaries. But they are not doing this just to be edgy. It's doing that because that's what gets attention in the real world too. Think about it. Homelander lasering a guy in half is basically the equivalent of a trending controversy. It's designed to make you react. What doesn't care if you love their heroes or hate them as long as you are talking about them? Views are views, engagement is engagement. That's how YouTube, that's how Instagram or Twitter works in this internet age. Now let's talk about something that genuinely creeps me out. Parasocial relationship. It's huge in The Boys and it's even bigger in real life. You know how people online will defend their favorite influencer, celebrity or content creator like their life depends on it. Like that person could literally commit a crime and their fans will be like, no, you don't understand, they were having a bad day, leave them alone. We see this everywhere. Dream's face reveal drama, Kanye saying something controversial, even the fan base of Andrew Tate. Like pick any internet celebrity and people will behave like they are very close friend of them, even though they have never met. And Homelander's fan base in this show is perfect example of this. This man is objectively a psychopath. He's killed innocent people, he's a narcissist, he's unstable, and yet he has millions of fans who worship him, who justify everything he does, who see him as a victim. Why? Because he's charismatic, because he tells them what they want to hear, because he makes them feel seen. That's parasocial relationship in a nutshell. People don't care about the truth. They care about the connection they think they have. And The Boys nails this better than any other show. And it's not just about Homelander. Even Starlight has a fan base that defends her no matter what. A-Train tries to manipulate public opinion while playing into social justice narratives, even though he doesn't actually care. Every character is constantly performing for an audience because in their world and even in ours, public image is everything. It's exhausting, but it is real. Okay, here's another thing. Misinformation and narrative manipulation. This is where The Boys becomes legitimately scary because of how accurate it is. What doesn't just control superheroes? They control the story. They control what people see, what they believe, what they think is true. And they do it through the media, through selective editing, through memes, through carefully crafted narratives. If what wants you to think that Homelander is a superhero, they'll flood every channel with videos of him saving people. If they want to discredit or defame Starlight, they will look up for old videos, twist her words, and just kill her reputation. This is literally what happens online. Misinformation spreads faster than the truth. A fake story can go viral in minutes while the correction barely gets noticed. People share everything without fact checking. They believe edited clips. They fall for propaganda that's designed to look like normal content. And once a narrative takes hold, it's almost impossible to change it. The Boys shows this again and again. What isn't just a corporation, they are media empire. And in the internet age, whoever controls the narrative controls everything. There's this scene in season 3 where Watt basically created a whole movement to make Homelander look persecuted and victimized. They created memes, they manipulated algorithms, they flood social media with content that paint him as the underdog, and it works. People believed it. And that's not fiction, that's the reality of today's internet age. We have seen this happen with politicians, with brands, with celebrities. And since we are speaking about algorithm, let's talk about how every character in The Boys is chasing the engagement. The characters don't just exist, they perform, they calculate, they think about how their actions will be perceived. A-Train doesn't actually care about social justice, but he knows it plays well. Firecracker builds her whole brand on conspiracy theories and culture war nonsense because she knows it gets clicks. Deep fakes a redemption arc because his Q score is tanking. To be honest, these people are just influencers with superpowers. On the internet, something that can trigger fear, anger, or shock has the most value because the algorithm rewards extreme emotions. This is why the whole Homelander versus Starlight thing is so interesting. It's not just a conflict between two characters, it's a fan war. And fan wars are some of the most toxic, insane things on the internet. You have seen this with Marvel vs DC, or Prabhas vs SRK, or One Piece vs Naruto. With literally any fandom that gets big enough. People don't just like something, they make it their own identity, and if you criticize it, congratulations, you are fucked up. Because they are going to take it very, very personal. Now here's one of my most favorite thing about this show. Manufactured authenticity. This is so brilliant. So in The Boys, every superhero is fake, like deeply, fundamentally fake. They are corporate products pretending to be genuine. They do charity events for PR, they cry on camera because their team told them to. They post relatable content that was written by a marketing department. Homelander's whole I am like you persona is very, very calculated and written. Starlight's girl next door image was prepared in a boardroom. And this is exactly what we see with influencers, celebrities, and brands online. Everyone's trying to seem authentic, relatable, down to earth, but it's all curated. A celebrity's cute selfie with a fan. Yup, that celebrity hated that. The heartfelt apology video. Yes, it was written by a PR team. Some brand acting sassy on internet or on Twitter. Yes, it's their marketing team that's doing the job. We know it's fake, but we are engaging it with anyway because the performance of authenticity is too good. The Boys is saying that in the internet age, authenticity itself has become a product. And once you understand this, or once you realize this, you can't stop seeing this everywhere. Every superhero in this show is basically an influencer. And every influencer in real life is trying to sell you a character. It's all performance, it's all content, and we are just scrolling through it, liking, commenting on it. So The Boys takes this internet age and turns it into a story. And they show things about us that are genuinely uncomfortable. And that's what make it important, and that's what make it honest. So the next time you watch The Boys or the season 5 that is coming up next year, don't just watch it for the gore or for the shock value or for the violence or for the action sequences. Watch it as a commentary on the world that we are living in right now. Because honestly, no other show is being this real about what internet has done to us. So that's all for today's video. Let me know in the comment section if you think I'm playing a character too, or if my performance of authenticity is bad or good. And I'll see you in the next one.